Ho ho ho! Foolish human! You think you can defeat me? I have mastered every kind of battle technique.
I know I can defeat you because I have something that you never prepared for. Fidget spinners.
Oh, ho, ho, ho! You think I ever prepared for this fidget spinner battle? Let me bring out my dagger fidget spinner. It's blue.
Your blue fidget spinner is no match for my rainbow fidget spinner.
What? Rainbow fidget spinner?
Yes, with the power of Pride Month and this gay fidget spinner, I banish you.
No. Oh.
Hey, I'm Droopy. Nice to meet you. 2016. What a time to be alive. The sky was great, the air was filled with joy, and hype for some spinners. Pokemon Go was at its all-time peak. So you remember fidget spinners, right? The little spinny thing that every kid wanted, just to flex. Well, during that time there was another hype going on, which was a thing you probably haven't heard of. Beyblades. And me and my friends were crazy for them. I remember creating custom babies just so I could beat them. The hype was real. If you weren't playing Beyblades and fidget spinners, you were considered a loser. And so the story starts with the hype. I remember everyone being excited and stuff. And I remember one day I came across something so magnificent, I shed a tear. A fidget spinner with a pointed tip and metal bearings. In other words, a fidget spinner Beyblade hybrid. Kidney was so ecstatic and bought that thing immediately. I remember walking back home with excitement. I remember coming back home, going into my room, just looking at it. I tried spinning it and letting it go on the ground. It behaved like a Beyblade. I remember naming it something cool like Black Hole Ultimate, and it was the coolest thing ever. Then it came to the true test. Me and my friends always battled with Beyblades, and the test was upon us. I remember spinning it and letting it go. The plastic Beyblade and the fidget spinner spun around each other until they come into contact. The metal ball smacked the Beyblade into the air, and I just won with one simple hit, one simple smack. He was down. Then my friend started screaming because he just saw his Beyblade get torn to pieces. It was magnificent. It was beautiful, amazing even. And I remember seeing the horror on my friend's face, seeing me beat him. After that day, I took that fidget spinner everywhere. I remember taking it outside. I remember taking it to school. I remember taking it to bed. I remember putting it under my pillow and telling it sweet dreams. I was considered the champion of my neighborhood since no one could even match my monster of a fidget spinner. Then this happened. So me and my cousins are going hiking, and some of my friends decide to go hiking as well, just to explore the place. I remember getting ready and everything, putting the fidget spinner in a pocket. Now that will be important later. And I remember that we walked and we generally just explored some areas. So we reached at the top of this hill, right? There's a huge drop off on the top of the hill. It is not that big, but you can get injured just by the fall of it. And I remember everyone was just relaxing. Then I decided to felt my pocket. I felt nothing. It was as if my Beyblade was gone, and it was gone. And I remember being scared. I remember looking around everywhere. I remember telling everyone to start looking, and they all did, and nobody could find it. I remember just looking at the edge of the cliff, thinking, where did it go wrong? Where did I lose my Beyblade? And I remember just crying and sobbing, and everyone was telling me that they were going to keep on looking for it until finding it. I remember my cousin comforting me and telling me, "Come on, Droopy, it'll be fine, we'll just buy another one just like that. And I remember looking off at this distance, and I walked to the drop off, and I started leaning forward. My cousin immediately grabbed me and yanked me back, and she screamed,
What is wrong with you? Are you insane?
and I remember but just sobbing and telling her, I don't want to live. I don't want to live without my fidget spinner. She yells at me, and my other cousin tells me, what if you dropped it on our way here? Let's go look for it. So then the search began. I remember walking around asking people if they had seen a black fidget spinner. I remember observing every rock on the street. I remember just looking over here, there, and we searched for a good 2 hours. We just searched for the black Beyblade, and I was serious. I did not even speak to a single person until we found the Beyblade, and the search went on and on. And then we walked through a neighborhood where we saw a few kids having a Beyblade battle, and curiously I joined and watched them. But then I see something. I see my fidget spinner, and it's being held by some fuck ass kid. And you know what I did to the kid? I smacked the shit out of him and took my Beyblade and ran away. And I remember just being chased after by the kid, but he never caught me. That was my Beyblade, and he decided to steal it. Yeah, after that, I just took it back normally, and then I sort of regret like smacking the kid, but I was like, I don't know, 8 or something, and I not 8, 10, I guess. Yeah, I did not really have a grasp on what was normal, what was nice, and what was rude. And after that I grew apart from the Beyblade fidget spinner hybrid, and I just give it away one day. It's still out there somewhere. I wonder where it is at. So my third ever video. I hope you guys see the increase in quality. I worked really hard on this video, and if I get like 450 likes or something, I will try to look for the Beyblade fidget spinner hybrid again. So anyway, bye bye.